It is 3 in the morning, 3:30. I can't sleep. My mind is just racing and in my car, just hanging out. Some random ass apartment complex. Which I've been working on this phone forever. It's starting to work really well. But I need to work on this laptop a little bit before I pass out. I at least got to get it started. And I have enough juice. This laptop battery should be able to do it 7 hours, 54 minutes. So um, I downloaded Endeavor Cassini Nova, which is a Linux operating system. Um, it is downloaded. It is right here. It is 2 GB file. And what we're gonna do is I'm gonna show everyone how to make a live USB, a Linux live USB, where you can take this USB and you can plug it into any computer in the USB. You can boot off of it. You can load whatever is on this that you install, that you copy to this. There's a few programs that do it. Windows, if you have Microsoft, they have a Windows USB tool. You can Google it. Apple has their own because they're all different formats. They format the physical flash drive different formats. Windows likes to use FAT32 and NTFS. Linux and Apple use other ones. You can tell I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I'm about to pass out in a minute, but I gotta get this stuff done. So we're gonna plug this USB in. There's other programs too called Unet Bootin. There's Yumi, Yumi. That's a good one. That's one of my favorite ones. You can use it on Windows and Linux. Um, I think you use it on Apple as well. It's been a while since I've used it. There's other ones as well, but we're going to use the one that's on this laptop on MX Linux. This one has one that was built in. I like MX Linux. It's a good operating system. It's light, it's fast for this computer, but it's too, I need a full blown desktop that I can run. So I'm going to push myself to learn Endeavor. But first we gotta make a USB to boot, which I think is in under MX Tools. I swear I can't speak right now. MX Live USB Maker. That's what we're going to use. I'm gonna type in my password. I need to drink water. That's what it is. I bought a thing of fucking. I broke down and gave in and spent $3.50 on the Fiji water, which I drink a little bit. I don't want to drink it right now because I know if I drink it right now, I go to sleep, I'm going to wake up pissing. I'd rather be pissing while I'm up. So, it's going to ask you, it's going to open up this app, MX Live USB Maker. It's specific to MX Linux. So it's going to look different than all the other ones. It's going to ask you to pick the drive, which there's only one plugged in. The one I plugged in right here, it says it's a 58.9 gigabyte SanDisk, Ultra SanDisk. Let's hit refresh just because. That's it. We got to select the ISO image, which is right here on my desktop. It's Endeavor OS Cassini Nova 03 2023 R3.ISO, which is a raw CD image. It says it's 2 gigabytes. We're going to select that. So we're going to go ahead, go here, desktop. There it is, Endeavor Cassini Nova. It's already highlighted. Hit open. It says that that's what we're going to do. Show advanced options. Why not? And it already does right here. Options. Dry run, no changes to system. Encrypt, nope. Clone an existing live system, nope. We're not going to do anything like that. It says full feature mode, writable live USB. It says image mode, read only, live USB disk drive. For distributions other than anti-X, MX, use image mode DD. So that's what we're going to do, see what happens. And next, these actions will destroy all data on the SanDisk, Ultra SanDisk flash drive that we installed. That's fine. It's going to do the process. All right, it says it is done. It's that simple. Since I'm up, and I want to get it going, or we're gonna boot off of it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna restart the computer. I'm gonna show you guys how to do this. Normally you would hit F2 escape or F12 depending on the computer. It could be other keys as well. But normally it's F2. You just keep on tapping it while it's booting. All right. Normally it doesn't ask you for this. It'll go right to the BIOS, but I have my BIOS basic input output system locked down so nobody can do this without my permission, right? Because if they have access to the BIOS, they can remove the operating system. They can do a lot of things, right? So this is your BIOS. It will tell you the CPU, the processor info. It's got an Intel Celeron 1.10 gigahertz. It tells you the BIOS version 1.18. The driver it's running, the model name. This is the actual flash. Anyways, we can get all into that. I'm gonna get right to work, man. I'm tired. So what we need to do is we actually need to. Normally we would go to boot, right, and we would pick which one to boot. It says use up or down to select device and use F6 to move it up to the list or F5 to move it down. We want to take number 2 and move it up. So we're just gonna, what does it say? F6. So we're gonna hit F6. Boom. USB CD-ROM, SanDisk Ultra. So I can't speak right now. So right now this actually looks like a CD drive, even though it's a USB. That's what it's kind of saying. That's why that program asked me if I wanted to make it a disk drive image, which I did. For Linux to run on this computer, we have secure boot disabled so that UEFI isn't working. Some Linux distributions work with UEFI, but this computer is so new, it has Intel 10 generation on it. I've had problems with it. So I have it disabled right now. We're going to see what happens. See if it'll actually boot the USB drive that we just copied, installed. Okay, it sees it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna hit the top one. This one is for, if you have like the latest NVIDIA card. This is for, like safe mode type shit, to help stuff restore shit, that type of stuff. I'm not familiar with this operating system at all. Um, I installed it once on this laptop and then put MX Linux on it. I had it for like an hour a day. I played with it for like an hour. That was it. And I was really impressed with it. This is why I'm going back to it. Because it's a full blown desktop. Says Endeavor Arch. Oh, yeah. I was about to start reading it, but I had a feeling I was about to do that. So another reason why I like Linux so much as well is one, it's open source. Two, it's more stable than Windows. I can do a lot of cool stuff with it. Um, even though I love Windows. The reason why I like Linux as well, though, is because a lot of Linux operating systems, you can actually run them off the flash drive without installing them on the computer. So you can do a lot of backup stuff. You can do a lot of, you can fix other computers. You can do a lot of different things that you wouldn't normally be able to do. It comes in handy. It says internet connection not found. Do you want to quit, wait for connection, or continue without a connection? Let's see if my hotspot is on. And I continue. See, I have two wireless cards hooked up too, which this Raylink one I've had for over 10 years, and dude, it can pick up far as fuck. It says your Ethernet card is set to use the kernel driver R8169 by default. That's fine. I think I turned off my hotspot, which I want to turn it back on. So hold on one second, bear with me. Of course. Watch. It's gonna end up canceling out. It is a full blown installer without having internet connection, so I could technically install it and then go ahead and update it after, since it sees see, the problem with all the other Linux operating systems with this specific laptop, the mouse wouldn't work, nor would the Wi-Fi. Um, I could get neither to work, and then most of them would hang up. They wouldn't even boot. This MX Linux and this operating system right here are the only ones that I've been able to get installed on this. Yeah, I want internet. I don't know if this is gonna work. It's probably gonna cut off. Watch.